You really have to normalize the things that you are trying to manifest and the timeline that you are manifesting to be in. And you really have to trust whatever flow that you're in within that timeline, because our brains, when something feels unfamiliar, when something feels uncomfortable, when it feels new, your brain could literally prevent you from taking the steps necessary to stay in the timeline or to get to the thing that you're trying to manifest. And you don't need to overthink, or you don't need to remain in survival mode while you are on the journey to a new timeline. You really have to surrender to the divine, because you don't have to do everything. You don't have to figure everything out. So stop putting all of that pressure on yourself to think that you have to know every single step. Allow the Most High to actually guide you. And one thing that I always talk about is authenticity. Authenticity, you being in your authentic nature, will open your roads. They will allow you to make decisions that feel good, that feel aligned. Because like a lot of times we think that we want something, but it's not. We think that we want a certain thing, and so we do things in alignment to get in that certain thing, but it's not necessarily aligned with us. So like, for example, if you want to make a certain amount of money and then you see this opportunity that can help you get to that amount of money, but it's not necessarily the actual opportunity that feels authentic and aligned and passionate and what fills you up. It's just the money, and it's just the result of whatever you're going to get. And when it comes to the things that we actually want, it's like, oh, I don't know what steps to take. I don't know what to do. But it's like, you do know what to do. You know exactly what to do. It's just that you are moving in fear because of some limitation that you have within your mind, as far as society telling you that you can only do this to get this result, you can only do this to get this result. Or you see people who have the results that you want, or who have some of the things that you want, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you want to do the exact things that they can do. And I'm here to tell you that you can, first of all, there's money in literally anything. I mean, let's be for real. People are literally selling feet pics on the fucking internet and making bag from that shit. So it's like, whatever you want to do, you can do that shit. Like 100%. You can make money, you could do it. But what's going to get you in alignment with that is moving authentically. So even if that's like, it might feel, I feel like the reason why a lot of people struggle with moving authentically and just finding their authentic flow within everything is because you constantly have shit in your face. You're constantly on Instagram looking at other people, looking at other people's accomplishments, looking at what other people are doing to get to where they want to be. And to be quite honest, no person is living the exact life that you want. They might have things that you want. They might have a certain house that you want, or the certain income that you want. But that doesn't mean that they are living the life that you want. Only you have the key to the life that you want. And when I say move in authenticity, I'm saying do what's fucking easy. Do what's the most easy to you. Do what you were gifted with, and find whatever pathway feels most authentic and take the steps necessary to do that. sometimes you know exactly what to do because it's who you are. Like, you know exactly what to do because it's who you are. It's just that, let's just say you are so good at giving advice. You want to be a mentor, you want to be a coach, and you're just like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know where to start. Well, what do you want to do? Like, how do you want to actually go about having clients and doing this stuff? Is it you want to post on YouTube? You want to post on TikTok, inspiring videos? Do you want to actually go to like schools and set up seminars for you to speak to kids, for you to speak to the youth? Like, literally allow whatever, and this is just an example, this is just something that came off my head, so whoever this is for, it's for you. But literally allow the things that already come easy to you to guide you, to lead you to the places that you want to be in. Stop hyper fixating on an outcome or an income or a material. You need to focus on what actually fills you up. What are you actually passionate about? What can you do that fills you up, that gets you hype as fuck, like, honestly. And it's going to take for you to rewire your brain. It's going to take for you to detach from always needing to see results right away. And whatever it is that fills you up, it's going to be worth it for you. So it's like, is it worth staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning for whatever job you're working at? Like, is it worth it? Is it worth staying up and studying this job, getting to know this job more, getting to know how you can be better at this job? Is it worth it? And if it's not worth it, then it's time for you to pivot. And now is the time, because this is the message. Whenever you are seeing this message is timeless. So whenever you are seeing this, you have to start embodying what God has gifted you with. And we are so fucking conditioned to think that we have to constantly do shit that we hate to get to where we want to be. And I feel like that shit is bullshit. I don't care. I will fucking debate with somebody down, because I do not believe that you have to go down an unaligned path to get onto your aligned path. And sometimes, okay, so there's a duality in it, because sometimes you do need to, like, I'm the type of person where I will try out different things, but it's all coming from an authentic place. I will try out something, and if it's not aligned, then I will pivot and go to the next thing. It's like, to some people that might feel like, and this is probably a lot of you watching this right now, to a lot of people it might feel like, oh, you can never be consistent with one thing, or you always switching this and switching that. But this is the effortless way. This is the way of living your most authentic life. Anything that you do is going to be aligned. So like, any place that I'm at, I am aligned with it, even if I don't stay aligned with it for the longevity of what somebody thinks that I should. It's like, you align with your authentic feelings and where you want to go, and you do things that align with that. If you want to be an artist, why the fuck are you working at a fucking bartending or whatever the case may be? It's like, you have to begin to put yourself in the environments that you see yourself in. And if that makes sense for you, I'm not saying to like quit your job or to stop what you're doing, but I'm just saying that if it is not something that is filling you up, if it is not something that is like a flow for you, then that is not where you should be spending most of your time. That is not what you should be pouring most of your energy into. Because where energy flows, where what is it? Energy flows where intention goes. I had to look at my little poster up there. So it's like, if most of your energy is going towards you being drained at your job, then you're going to continue to amplify that. Versus, like, I had to figure this out for myself, because it was like, all right, I'm spending 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in this place, focus on this thing that has nothing to do with where I actually want to go, where I actually see myself, and it's only making this thing that I'm not truly aligned with grow more and more and more. And it's because you are not moving from an authentic, loving nature. You are moving from a fear-based nature, of, oh, if I quit my job, I won't have money, or if I do this, then people are going to look at me weird, or, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, fuck all of that shit. You have to surrender to God and to what God is telling you to do and what God is nudging you to do. Because when you move in that authentic nature, when you sit down with yourself and say, okay, what is not aligning with me right now? And you can say, okay, this is not aligning with me right now. I'm going to stop doing that. Another door will fucking open, and it will be a door that feels good. You have to move with what feels good. And I'm not saying this means to fucking sleep in when your ass need to fucking wake up and go to the gym or get your day started and start walking in your purpose. I'm not saying, oh, if you don't feel like getting up in the morning, then just stay asleep. No, that's not what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying, stop doing things that make you feel fucking miserable, and you won't be fucking miserable. I mean, this is life. Everything is a duality. When you are doing things that you don't want to do, the majority of the energy is you not wanting to do it. Regardless of the awards that you get, regardless of the incentives that you get, the overall energy is depleting and stressful. When you are doing things that fill you up, that feel like your purpose, that feel like this is what I'm made here to do, this comes easy to me, this is something that I can do, that I can develop more, that I can study more. There will be hard days. There will be days where you don't feel like doing it, because you're a fucking human. Like, you're not gonna feel like doing the same thing every single day. But you will have the tenacity to keep going, because it is a part of your authentic nature to do that. You don't have to motivate someone to do something that is in their nature. Like, no one has to motivate me to do these videos. Like, this is something that I genuinely love to do, that I genuinely feel called to do, regardless of the fear. Because I think a lot of people think that, like, people who like come on social media and stuff, that they don't have fear and stuff like that. It's like, no, we do. We're fucking humans. We experience the same things. It's just that we have learned how to bypass it and to still stay on the vision. And a lot of that comes with practical things that you have to do within your daily. And I talk about this within my energetic perfume course. This is a course to amplify your magnetism, to rewire your brain for more success, and to normalize the success that you want. And because, like, it's not just about necessarily journaling and just hold up. Hello? It's not just about journaling. It's not just about writing things down. It's not just about affirming. Those are all very big, crucial, and helpful things to do, but it's also about the practical steps that you need to take, and like who you need to become for these things to be normalized. Because you have to become the person before the manifestation comes. And a lot of times, before people even get to the manifestation, they give up because their external reality hasn't caught up to them yet. So if you have been affirming, if you have been journaling, if you have been embodying, if you have been trying new things out, keep going. Do not stop, because what's going to happen is that you're going to revert back to the timeline that you were fucking fighting to get out of. And you don't want to do that. Like, you rather keep fighting right now to remain in the timeline of ease and abundance and flow, versus reverting back to a timeline that feels more comfortable right now, because eventually that comfort will become very uncomfortable and you will begin to be very miserable of your life because you did not follow through with those intuitive nudges and just trust that everything is working out for you. Everybody loves to say, oh, I have faith in God, I believe in God. If you truly have faith, then you would pursue the dreams that you have with no concern, no doubts at all. No doubt at all. Period. It's no, oh, but this or but that, because are you saying that God cannot bless you? That God does not work miracles? That God does not favor you? You are highly favored. You are highly favored. You know how much shit you've been through that you are still fucking surviving? Like, a lot of the things that we have been through, it's like if people really knew our story, they would be like, what the fuck? Half of the shit that you went through, another person who you're fucking afraid of their opinion couldn't even walk one fucking block in your fucking shoes. Like, oh God. That's why it's like so comical, because like you really have to start seeing other people's opinions and things that really do not align with where you're going. You have to see that shit as comical. Just fucking laugh, bro, because when God gave you a vision, it was the truth, okay? And everybody don't know. Only you know. Only you have the key. I cannot tell you exactly what to do, but I can guide you and light something up so that your roads can open, because the roads are there. They're fucking there, bro. So don't block yourself off from what's available to you right now, literally right now. So continue to normalize this abundance. Continue to normalize the things that you want to see. And how do you do that before it actually shows up in your physical reality? You walk as if. That's it. Play pretend. Boo, we have all been children before. You want to heal your inner child? Tap back into that inner child and fucking play pretend in your own life. It really makes life fun as shit. Like, it makes life so much more fun when you're not giving a fuck about the physical reality and what reality is showing you. Because as a kid, bro, your mind was so expansive, and kids are master manifestors, bro. Like, the type of shit that my little siblings be manifesting, I be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, how did you even make this possible? The fact that they like be wanting something and I'll just be like, good luck with that, like, and then they end up getting it. It's because they are somewhat delusional, but it works. It fucking works. And that is something that we all need to continue to implement in our lives, is that childlike mind, that childlike delusion, that childlike knowing. Because when you're a kid, bro, and we're all still children, no matter how no matter how old you are, you're still a child, bro. You're still God's child. You are still a child. You are still new to this life. Every waking moment is a new experience. Literally breathe in new air, breathe in new energy, and release old energy. And when you do that, literally think, I'm breathing in new energy and I'm releasing old energy, and you will literally feel that shit release. And when you do that, you just remind yourself that every moment is a new moment and that you are being guided in every single moment. So you will always know what to do. It's just, are you going to follow the feeling? Are you going to follow it? Are you going to follow those nudges? However God speaks to you, it might be you feel some, like, all you have to do, if you don't know how God is communicating with you, is think back to a time where you knew something was going to happen and you either followed it or you didn't follow it. Just think back to a time where you knew something was going to happen, you followed it and it was a confirmation, or you didn't follow it and it was a confirmation. And just tap back into what did I feel during that moment. And that is how God communicates with you, because we all have our own relationships with God. So just because somebody might get a thought in their head, that doesn't mean that you will necessarily get a thought in your head. You might get a feeling in your stomach. Your fucking left elbow might start feeling weird. I don't fucking know, okay? But just be open. Don't overthink. Don't overlook for confirmations. Just be open to seeing them. Just be open to just keep your awareness open for the opportunities. Normalize this. Walk as if you want to make fucking 15 bands, walk as if you already have that. Like, how would you feel if you had the income that you wanted? You would feel relaxed. You would feel good. You would be cool. Like, you would be good. No worries. Happy, mellow, probably, like, chill. And you have to master staying inside of that timeline, staying inside of that lifestyle before it actually materializes, because the material world, the external world, is slow to reflect back to you when you are rewiring your thoughts, because your brain is biased. It's going to want to only see the things that keep it safe, only perceive the things that it already knows. So when you are saying, like, okay, now, like, yeah, I was broke before, but now I make $10,000 a month. I make $15K a month. I make $20K a month. And I'm just using money as an example because, yeah, it's the easiest example. But it's like, okay, yeah, yesterday that's how I was, but now I make this amount of money, and it just is what it is. This is how much money I make. And saying affirmations really help with this. It really helps ingrain these new thoughts, and being repetitive all day, every day. Repetition dissolves your disbelief. So whatever thought that you are trying to get rid of, whatever timeline you are trying to get out of, start to change your perception of what is your awareness. It has to be, you might not really feel like, you might not necessarily be saying like, oh, no opportunities come to me. That might not be a literal thought that you have, but subconsciously you feel like you are not worthy of opportunities coming to you unless you do something extravagant, or unless you, like, I don't know, do the fucking most. But when you change your awareness and you change your thought and you implement the thought of, I am always at the right place at the right time. Opportunities and success are divinely rigged in my favor. Opportunities and success are literally all around me, are literally gravitated towards me. Then you begin to change your perception of what you are aware of. And that subconscious thing where it's like you walk into rooms feeling closed in and shriveled up, or you walk into rooms feeling like nobody sees you, will start to shift, because you are always at the right place at the right time. Opportunities and success are divinely rigged in your favor, meaning that they will not miss you, meaning that you can walk in any room like God sent you, because God did send you. You are always at the right place at the right time. If I walk outside right now, I am at the right place at the right time. And taking those intuitive nudges, camera lost storage, but taking those intuitive nudges and moving with the energy while you have it, even if it's something very small, like writing it down, like texting it to yourself, like drawing a picture about it, like looking up the first step to take, looking up the website that you need to use, even if you're not about to use it right now. Move with the energy that you are gifted with, or that shit will be moved to someone who is ready to move with the energy. And yeah, yes, the universe responds off of motion. The universe doesn't respond off of stagnancy. The universe doesn't respond off of you getting an intuitive download and just sitting on it and sitting in fear, like, oh, what should I do to that? Listen, embody the most faith that you can. Embody the person that you want to be as much and as often as you can. You have every day and every waking moment to fulfill this person that you are becoming. And it's all you. It's not like a different person. It's not the person that you see online that you look up to. It's not the person that has the income that you want. It's not the person that has the fucking bag that you want. It's you. And this is why I say move with your authenticity, because this will keep you in alignment. Because one thing I'm going to leave off with, this little thing, this nugget from my own experience, is that I would feel so like weird going after certain dreams and goals that I would have, because every time that I would try to do it, I would have somebody else in mind. And it's like, it would just give me like a type of feeling, because it's like, I don't want to be you. I don't want to be this person. But every time I go to create, I'm thinking of this person. So you have to detach from what is inspiring you, and you can still use and alchemize what's inspiring you, but do it in a way that feels natural to you. So even with making my videos, I don't have to fucking make my videos like hella fucking all the fucking time. And that is something that I had to normalize within myself, and honestly just get into my own authentic nature. Because it's like, everybody who I see who has success is moving authentically as themselves. This is what we love about people, that they're being themselves. And in order for you to get the success and to have the doors consistently open for you, and for the answers of what to do next to constantly be revealed to you, is through moving through authenticity and through moving through the nudges that you get. So if God is telling you to make a video, if God is telling you to go to this place, don't resist it because of fucking fear. Don't start getting in your head thinking of all of the stuff that can happen or go wrong. Trust the feeling. If you get a bad feeling, then trust that feeling. If you get a good feeling, if the initial feeling is like, I should do this, and then the next thought is like, but what if this happens? But what if that happens? Those thoughts are not from God. And so do not put your faith in those thoughts, and do not follow those thoughts, because they will lead you down to a more path that you do not want to be in. They will keep you in the timeline of fear and of feeling like you have to hate yourself to get to where you want to be. You have to constantly do things you don't want to do and be like, it's so many words that people put over like living a life that's not aligned, and it's just like, bro, you don't have to fucking do that. You don't have to do that. It's just, are you willing to step all the way in faith? Are you ready to really be devoted to your path? God will carry the rest. He will tell you exactly what to do. You will know exactly what to do. It's not a thing of like, oh, I don't know. Don't worry about it if you don't know. If you don't fucking know, then don't worry about it. Do what you do know, because I promise you, whatever you want to do, you know one step that you could take towards doing that. Whatever step you do know that you could take towards it, then do that. And then the next thing will be revealed. And the next thing will be revealed. And it's like, oh shit, okay, this shit coming together. Like, all right. So, yeah, I'll leave you with that. And I hope that you have an abundant day, night, morning, evening. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.